Good morning, everyone. I'm Ashwita, Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce, UG, Kristu Jayanti College. In today's class, we are going to discuss about underwriting of shares. So, the first we will see what is the meaning of underwriting. So, underwriting is an agreement between two parties, company as well as underwriter, for underwriting of shares. Next we will see who is underwriters. As you know that underwriters are the person those who underwrite the shares or debenture by the public companies. Whatever the companies issue the shares, so the person who is taking the responsibility of underwriting is called as underwriter. These underwriters can be individual or financial institutions. Next we will see what is the meaning of underwriting commission. Any work any people can do, none of the people will do it for free of cost. So underwriting commission is nothing but the monetary benefit given to the underwriter for underwriting of shares or debenture. Okay, so whatever the work is done by the underwriter, for the work whatever they do, the company, okay, the company which is given the underwriting, so they will pay some monetary benefit. So that monetary benefit is called as underwriting. In case of shares, the maximum underwriting commission is 5%. In case of debenture, the maximum commission is 2.5%. Next we will see what are the advantages of underwriting. Why we have to do the underwriting? The first one, subscription of the companies become certain. See, for example, I issued, okay, as a company, I am a private limited company, my total issue is 1 lakh rupees. Okay, so out of 1 lakh rupees, 50,000, it is a partial underwriting, 50,000 I underwritten with a underwriter, maybe a individual or a financial institution. Now, as 50,000 shares responsibility is taken by the underwriter, it is very sure that that much amount will be taken through the underwriter. Second one, the company is relieved from the trouble of raising the required capital. Suppose if a company itself is taking the responsibility of raising the fund through issue of shares, okay, without the support of underwriter, it may or may not get the fund. Okay, but when the responsibility is shared between another person called underwriter, so the trouble or the responsibility can be shared between two equal people. And one more thing, even though you are new to the market, but underwriter is already famous in the market, or they are existing in the market for a so long time, so they will get a fund, they will raise the fund very easily. Okay, next one, company can raise the necessary capital within the time period because there is no chance of delaying. So when you enter the agreement with the underwriter, you are clearly told that the work has to be completed within so and so time. So I required so much amount of capital before this particular period of time. So the underwriter knows that when they have to complete their work. Okay, so there is no chance of delay in acquiring the fund. The last point, the underwriters can also provide the necessary advice to the company. Suppose if you are a company, you just newly started company, so you don't have any idea like how to raise the fund from the public, or in what way we have to proceed, or what formalities we have to complete for getting the fund. So in such situation, the underwriter will provide you the necessary advice, like what you have to do, how you can raise the fund within the stipulated time period. So all those details you will be getting with the help of underwriter. So these are the advantage of underwriting. The next we will see what are the different types of underwriting we are having. So as you know that underwriting is nothing but we are sharing. We means here the companies. So the companies are sharing the responsibility of issuing or raising the fund from the public with a third party. That third party is nothing but underwriters. Okay, it may be an individual or it may be a organization. Now the underwriting, the total process of this particular underwriting is divided into four different types. Okay, the first one is based on the number of shares or debenture. Okay, the first out under that, the first thing is complete underwriting. So under which the whole issue of shares or debenture are underwritten by one or more underwriter. Okay, I'll explain you with the help of example. For example, the total issue of shares is 1 lakh. So what you will do is complete 1 lakh issues you are underwritten or you are transferred your responsibility of rising to the other party, that is called as underwriter. Okay, 1 lakh rupees completely you are transferred to the underwriter. See, for example, under that two things will be coming, like it may be transferred to one single underwriter called Mr. A, or it may be shared between A, B or C. Okay, which means number of underwriter may be one or more than one. Okay, that is called as a complete underwriting. Full share responsibility you are given to the third party. Second one, partial underwriting, under which a part of issue of shares or debenture are underwritten by one or more underwriters. So what you are doing is a part of issues. See, for example, the total issue as I told 1 lakh. So out of 1 lakh, 50,000 responsibility you are keeping with yourself and 50,000 responsibility you are transferring to other person. A part of your issue you are transferring to the other person. So that is why this is called as a partial underwriting. Next we will see on the basis of liability of underwriter. What do you mean by liability? Liability is nothing but responsibility. Okay, so here you have first type, that is pure underwriting. So it is an agreement under which underwriters are agreed to take up the shares or debenture only when shares are underwritten by him is not fully subscribed. Okay, with the example I'll explain you. Here what will happen, see, for example, I am an underwriter and I took a responsibility for 50,000 shares. Okay, I issue the shares to the public. Out of 50,000, 30,000 shares are acquired or subscribed by the public. How many is remaining? 20,000. So under pure underwriting, the underwriter is responsible for 20,000 shares because he promised he will be getting 50,000 shares, but as per his promise he can only fulfill 30,000. So whatever left out 20,000 is there, no, that will be purchased by the underwriter. So that is called as a pure underwriting. The next one is firm underwriting. So it is an agreement under which underwriter makes definite commitment to take up certain shares, okay, irrespective of the public subscription, okay, whether the public is subscribed or not. Underwriter is least bother about it, but he will purchase the shares of the company. He will promise, for example, in the beginning only, I will buy 20,000 shares. So that is called as a firm underwriting. Next we will go for the last concept, that is marked and unmarked application. Okay, the application received by the company bearing the official stamp of the respective underwriter is called as a marked application. See, for example, through me, if the people are subscribed the shares of my company, then my mark will be there, like symbol will be there on the application. That is called as a marked application. The application received by the company directly from the public which do not bear any of the official stamp of the underwriter, it is called as a unmarked application. In simple we can say application with the mark of underwriter is called as a marked application. Application without the mark of underwriter is called as a unmarked application. Okay, so this is about the various concepts which we have to learn under underwriting of shares. Thank you so much for listening.